Hello everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Fallout
It's so
3.
very nice to see you again.
I love the comments. uh, my name is Robert, also known as Nicadia, and that's Charon, and that is Amanda. And we are currently in Rivet City. Let's see, display. Brightness is up as high as it can go. I'm sorry. I won't be able to change that. I guess I'll have to add brightness to the videos. Whatever. Someone had commented that maybe I could bring the brightness up a tad. I don't know, it doesn't seem too bad. I could probably turn on the Pip-Boy light, but I don't know. I kind of like the atmosphere, personally. But whatever. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Amanda, you want to take this useless stuff? I'm gonna need to get you something better looking glasses and probably a new jacket, I think. What are you carrying?
Have a look.
Take lunchbox. Take my extra forceps. Or, not forceps, medical bracers. Why was it forceps? I don't know. Don't know what else to give you. What would you look like with this hat on, I guess? I mean, your hat's nice and all, but kind of keeps you out in the open. So
Let's go.
I think Charon would like that hat.
Yeah? Sure thing.
I don't know, you just don't seem like you without your bonnet. That's all.
Come.
I don't know, but Charon does look kind of badass with the bandana. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to TGM for now. Well, he had no information on Rivet City itself, which is unfortunate. I hoped he did, but oh well. Sorry to cut that one short. My sister was cleaning out her hedgehog's cage, and I just decided, screw it, she's going to be at that for like an hour or two, and I don't want to deal.
Being
so.
back here just feels, I don't know, weird. It's weird being back here.
Where was I going? Oh, yeah, I was going to the science lab, yeah. Then I ran into the presidential stuff. Oh, my mouse is dying. 1 second.
This lab is dedicated to solving real problems.
Yes. But Dr. Lee...
Dr. Lee is trying to save lives, and your constant interruptions
Hasn't
are
changed
interfering
at
with
all.
those efforts.
Don't know
Now
why I'm
please,
surprised.
Stand aside.
I'm sure the good doctor...
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him. You're James's son, aren't you? What are you doing here?
Wait, how is it you know who I am? Have we met?
You were too young to remember, and I suppose James never spoke of me. Typical. I am Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your parents many years ago. Now I run the science lab here in Rivet City. It was all I had left. When your mother died, your father decided to leave with you. He abandoned our work. We had no choice but to do the same.
I'll get to the important stuff later. What do you know about the city's
I
history?
can tell you all about the science lab, but even though I was here near the start, I can't really help with the details of how it all worked out. It all seems like a lifetime ago. I'm afraid I've had a lot of things on my mind since those early days.
I see. What do you do here?
This is the Rivet City Science Lab. It's taken many long years to put together, but we've done well for ourselves. Our work on portable fusion power and hydroponics are coming along quite nicely, if not quite according to schedule.
Tell me about the project you worked on with my father.
Project Purity, we called it. What do you want to know?
What was the point of it?
It was simple, really. Fresh, clean water for everyone. Such a simple idea, and yet so impossible to realize. The plan was to build a facility that could purify all the water in the tidal basin at once. No radiation, no muck, just clear water. It just turned out to be more difficult than we anticipated.
Why didn't it work?
We had the basic principles down, we understood most of the science behind it, but the radiation in the area is so pervasive. Small-scale tests were fine, but anytime we tried to test the process on a larger scale, it was just too much.
I see.
Maybe if we'd had more time, or better equipment.
Why did you stop working on it? What happened?
You happened. It wasn't just you. We had more problems than we could handle already, but your birth is what finally pushed it over the edge. Your father decided that you were more important than everything we'd been working for, and he left. He left all of us. Once he was gone, the Brotherhood decided we weren't worth their time anymore. Without their protection, we had to abandon the purifier.
I see. Let's talk about something else.
Oh.
I'd like to know more about you.
What? Well, I'm not sure what there is to tell. Your father and I, we worked together for a long time. I think we were really on to something. But then there were complications. The project was abandoned and your father disappeared. I returned here to Rivet City and established the lab you see before you now.
I see. What kind of place is Rivet City?
Rivet City is one of the few bastions of civilization left in the land. We're working to rebuild our society, to make the world livable again.
Admirable. Very admirable. Can you tell me about my parents?
I suppose so. I worked with them for several years until your mother died, and your father decided it was time to leave. What else do you want to know?
Why did my mother die?
Complications from childbirth. None of us were expecting it. We weren't as prepared as we could have been.
I see.
You have to understand, we were struggling with scavenged, derelict equipment. We did everything we could.
I understand.
Yes, well, I'm sorry it wasn't enough.
It happens. What can you tell me about her?
Yes, your mother was... well, she was a good woman. A very dedicated scientist. Your father loved her very much. It was a shame that she died. She had been excited to meet you.
What was he like back then?
James? He was very driven, determined to change the world. Well, we all were back then, I suppose. He was focused on two things, really. Making Project Purity work, and your mother. When she died, I think he gave up. I know he wanted to keep you safe, but I think part of what he did was run away. But it seems that he never really was able to get over the idea. I'm frankly shocked that he waited all this time and wants to try again.
I see. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to track him down. Have you seen him?
You mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here.
No.
For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there.
I left the vault to look for him.
Did you? I was under the impression that's exactly the opposite of what he wanted for you. Well, you won't find him here. He's come and gone already.
I'm sorry. Could you please tell me where he's gone?
Your father insisted that we return to work on Project Purity. I tried telling him too much time has passed. There's no way it would work. Predictably, he refused to listen to me. He says he can prove it will work and headed off to the old lab. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you.
Where is the old lab?
It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building, northwest of here. Please, don't go after him. It was foolish of him to even think about going there alone.
Is there anything you can help me out? Is there any way you can help me out?
Look, I don't want to be harsh, but I have problems of my own. I don't have the resources to support James's foolish endeavors, or you're chasing after him. I'm sorry.
Come on, is there any way you can help?
I'm sorry, I am not in a position to help you.
Okay.
You
Thanks
understand, I have enough to worry about already.
Alright,
Good
farewell.
luck finding your father.
Thank you.
Just work with water, Pure.
Geez, she hasn't changed much.
You remember Dr. Lee?
Bits and pieces. She's definitely still got a thing for Dad.
Did she? And
Oh no,
Dad?
I mean, I don't think so. I was too young to understand at the time, but I knew there was something funny about the way she acted around him.
Sounds like something was going on.
No, I don't think so. You gotta understand, him and Mum... Well, let's just say I don't have a single bad memory about the two of them.
Mm-hmm. So you remember this place? We lived here?
Well, I lived here. Me, Mum and Dad, I mean. It wasn't long after you were born that we left. Dad and I.
It's weird knowing that my birth is responsible for her death.
I can't even imagine what that's like for you. I wish you could have known her. I wish the four of us could have lived together in the vault, but then... It was her death that sparked the move, so I guess if she was still alive, we'd still be in Rivet City.
Yeah. What made Dad decide to leave?
Lots of stuff. I think in the end, he just felt better about getting away from everything that reminded him of Mum.
I see. Tell me something about her.
She was calm, joyful, inspired, patient. Something about her just always made you feel like everything was okay.
Mm-hmm. She sounds great.
She was. Mum and Dad were always in high spirits, but, well, there was always this sense of foreboding.
I see.
Now I've gone and depressed myself. Let's just get moving, okay?
Alright. I understand, though. It can't have been easy decision to make.
No. No, it wasn't.
Application is fascinating, but if you only knew what was at stake, the technology in that android.
What's at stake? You won't tell me what's at stake.
What's going on?
Yeah? Bye.
You there. What are you, some kind of lab assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered. Are you by any chance for hire?
You have a problem with the way I look?
How amusing. You've mistaken my metaphor for a derogatory remark. I need a local, you see, someone with verve. I've misplaced some very sensitive property.
Cut to the chase. What's the job?
You'll be searching for an android. Do you know what an android is? All you know of robots are those buckets of bolts, those Mr. Handshakers and whatnot. Well, that's not all a robot can be. Not in the Commonwealth. I'm talking about artificial persons that think and feel and do what we program them to. And occasionally, they get confused and wander off.
Sounds like slavery to me. You sure they don't wander off on purpose?
Nonsense! This is a machine we're talking about. Can you enslave a generator or a water purifier? Of course not. The same principle applies. But let's get back to your mission. You are to find this missing android. I've tracked him to somewhere here in the capital wasteland. He must have done something drastic, like facial surgery and a mind wipe, or else I would have found him by now. It will be no easy task. He may not even realize he's an android. Don't upset him by talking with him. Just come get me immediately. I'll handle it.
Sure.
Of course! I have at my disposal advanced technology from the Commonwealth. I'd be willing to share some of it with you. Just think, you'll be the envy of all your friends.
I'm thinking my friends will probably get those. I don't need tech. I'm pretty happy with what I have. But sure, I'll see what I can do.
Excellent! Locate my android, and you won't be disappointed. Here, listen to this message he sent me. He's mocking me. I swear, I'll make him pay for that.
All right. Self-determination is not a malfunction.
Zimmer, by the time you get this message, I'll already be gone. I'm escaping the Commonwealth. I want to live my own life on my own terms, as my own man. I know what you're thinking, that I'm malfunctioning. I used to think that's what caused the runaways too. But I know better now. Self-determination is not a malfunction. I'm not just willing to put up with all the bullshit anymore. You humans are going to have a full-fledged rebellion on your hands if you don't start treating us synths as persons. I know you'll be marshaling the Retention Bureau to come after me, but I know all the tricks of the trade. You won't be finding me, I assure you. By the time you get this, I will be someone else. It's the price I pay for my liberation. My final act of rebellion against a system I no longer believe in. Goodbye, Zimmer, and good riddance.
He's not mocking you in any way, you daft bastard. Let's see. Go to the marketplace, sell what I have no need for, and head off.
I'm on duty. Make it quick. Bye.
Looking for their security guard. Like, not the guard, the, head honcho. Can't remember the name, it's been a while.
The Mirelurks have been quiet lately. Yes, sir? Later.
Sorry, but, the guy is not into you.
This better be good.
I'd like to report someone.
Oh, really? If someone took your stuff, go... Otherwise...
Heard they're led by a council.
Chief Harkness meets with
Yeah, I
Dr.
need to
Lee
find
and
Chief
Bannon to
Harkness.
discuss security matters. It's a waste of a good Monday morning, if you ask me.
On Monday.
They should just let Chief Harkness...
You've been very helpful.
Duty...
What day is today? Today's Friday. Damn.
Good to see you.
Cut it out!
Welcome to Potomac Attire.
Bannon.
I think I've seen...
Yes, so you're on the council?
Dr. Lee, Chief Harkness, and I are all on the council. We meet every Monday morning. I can be very influential, if you know what I mean.
Whoever the Seagrove is, you think he's a threat to your influence?
A threat? No, of course not. Well, maybe. He wants to replace me on the council. He's a shady character. I just can't prove it. Now, if someone were to find something incriminating in his room, well, let's just say I would...
Uh-huh. It's been a pleasure,
Come
Mr.
back
Bannon.
soon.
You know what? I don't really like the Bannon character. He's really full of himself. Yeah. Anyway,
Time to get drunk. They call me sister. Don't ask.
why do they call you sister?
Are you making fun of my name? It's a damn good thing for you. This place is crawling with security.
One moment. Oh. Skype. Sorry about that. I forgot what is big. Oh, hey. Sure. I mean, free ammunition. He's gonna pass that up. Ooh. Medkit. Well, whatever. I've been to the Jefferson Memorial, but before I head there, I kind of want to load off my stuff back at the house. Because I'm over encumbered, yay. I also need to sort through this stuff.
Yeah?
Are you carrying?
Have a look.
You know what? It's fine.
Okay.
I still don't know why Sharon insists on using melee. I think he's broken. Well, his AI is broken, I mean. Don't tell me that this battery didn't charge on my mouse either. store my stuff down here for now. I'll sort it out later. I have way too many frag mines. As much as I like the double barrel shotgun, I might actually swap it out for the lever action rifle. There's not as much damage. If I can put a scope on the lever action, I'll be happy. I'll see what I can do with that. And I'll take out the hunting rifle as well. The better conditioned one. Yeah. What I can do to fix those. Nope. It's just not much I can really do with the M1 Grand. Actually, could I put a scope on this? Oh, I forgot to take out the... Where did I put those? No, they're not here. No. I can only attach a scope. I can't add any more to it. Alright. Hunting rifle. Attach scope. Start crafting. Yep. The M1 Grand's good for... Okay, let's just rearrange my inventory. Pistol. Long-range pistol. Close to mid. Mid long range. I mean, I'm a fan of the M1 Grand, but sniper rifle and the anti-material rifle, I don't really need the frag mines there. Actually, rearrange this a little bit better. Oops, that was supposed to be a 3. And aid is going to be stimpaks. where I put those. And I need a melee weapon. And the Chinese officer's sword. Alright, for some reason my mouse is not... the battery's not charging on it, so I'm going to have to actually stop recording here. So I had to cut this one short. But when we come back, I will have all my inventory rearranged. And we can deal with the next step in our quest of finding our father tomorrow. So, till then, doodles!